Once upon a time, a Canadian woman went to study in the UK and held two fingers up, sort of like the peace sign, to her professor to indicate she needed two more sheets of paper. She quickly discovered that her gesture was the equivalent of giving her professor the finger, a very rude gesture back home. Understanding more about differences across cultures can help us sidestep such embarrassing interpersonal communication snafus. The first step is defining what culture is. You will learn that culture is shared, learned, dynamic, systemic, and symbolic. You will also learn about distinctions between multicultural approaches, cross-cultural approaches, and intercultural approaches to interpersonal communication. Examining the iceberg model provides an opportunity to understand that some elements of culture, like food, clothes, music, and language, are obvious. But those obvious elements represent only the tip of the iceberg. The larger mass beneath the surface is made up of the unseen elements of culture, like thought patterns, values, and assumptions. You'll learn important concepts and terms like in-groups, out-groups, and ethnocentrism, which is the tendency to judge other cultures by your own cultural standards. We'll then turn to the theorists who show us various dimensions of culture that help us learn about our own culture's tendency. This allows us to compare and contrast our ways with other cultures. We learn here to take comparisons with a grain of salt, to avoid stereotyping and evaluating or judging other cultures. Much of what we learn about culture is not specific to other nationalities. Various businesses have different corporate cultures. Urban and rural communities may have different cultural expressions, and certainly within our vast country, we have myriad differences, including English and French language cultures. You will learn about the stages and approaches to culture shock to get an idea of what to expect if you ever need to leave your home environment or culture. Finally, you will learn about the differences between monocultural and intercultural approaches to interpersonal communication by examining the 5 stages of intercultural development. These include denial, polarization, minimization, acceptance, and adaptation. Developing your cross-cultural and intercultural competence by understanding more about your own culture and tools and approaches you can use to better know other cultures is a key advantage in the 21st century workplace. And on an interpersonal communication level, this skill can result in fewer snafus and provide a better foundation for shared understanding.